Welcome to Playful Podcast, your guide into the underground scene where we discover topics on kink and electronic music every week. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on our next episode.
We are excited to be here today with industrial techno DJ and producer Florian Kozlowski, better known as Koslov. Koslov is known for his hyped track Tchernobyl, and in this conversation we speak about the evolution of his career and how he got his first gig, his view on the evolution of harder BPM techno, if there's a division in the scene and how he views that, and much more. Let's get to it. I am Amanda and this is Playful Podcast.
For me, after COVID, everything changed.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I can see with the crowd, like before and now. Before, they like more industrial, more dark sound, but now they want something more groovy, more happy. You know, they don't want something like feel more, not can say depressed, but more like dark. They don't like it.
Flo, I'm so happy to have you here. So happy to have you here in Playful Podcast. Very welcome to Berlin.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not the first time you're here.
No.
And probably not the last.
Oh, no, maybe fifth, sixth time.
Oh my God. Okay, if you would describe yourself using 3 words, what would they be?
Curious. I think the first word would be curious because I'm someone like I like to discover everything. I mean, not only about music, but about life, about a lot of stuff besides. So I'm someone very curious. The second one, we can say ambitious. Ambitious, because we can talk about the music, but with a lot of projects, this kind of stuff, I like to have purpose in life and goals. So yeah, I'm someone ambitious, you know. And also we can say creativity. Creativity, because when I made, for example, my tracks like Tchernobyl or these kind of tracks, it's very. I just saw the series Tchernobyl, maybe you know the series, and after that I going straight to my computer and I wanted to make a track with that.
And films, or like series, they inspire you musically a lot?
A series, not really, because I'm not someone who watch a lot of series, but some of them are. When I watch a series, it's until the end, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not a lot. But for example, with this one, was very interesting to see the story behind. And about Chernobyl. And after that, as I said, I made a track directly with that. So
wow.
I'm someone like spontaneous, you know?
Ah, yeah. Did you watch the one that everyone gets hooked on? Game of Thrones.
I don't know.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah, I have to watch it. I didn't watch it, but I have to watch it because it's very long. Like, I don't know how many
if you
series.
break a leg or something, maybe.
Yeah. But I think, I need to watch it, this one.
I haven't watched it either.
Okay.
I tried, but I mean, it's time consuming. And people say you get obsessed.
Yeah, because one episode is like 1 hour, I think. So you have to. I don't know how many hours you have to spend in front of the TV.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, but you said creative also.
Yeah.
Is it mainly music that is your creative outlet?
Yeah. Yeah, we can say that. Yeah, creativity is. I don't know. I'm someone when I produce something, I want to do something. I mean, different, but something with a story behind. You know. Every time when I put a title on my track, it has to be related to the music as well. Not just to put a title and okay, I made a music and no. For me, it's not interesting. I want to put more effort into that, you know.
Who are you as a teenager then? Were you similar?
Teenager, like we can say, well, not normal, but I had a lot of parties, hanging with my friends a lot in Paris because I born near to Paris. So every weekend I was like hanging out somewhere, you know. And in Paris during this time, I mean, 5-6 years ago, even more, we can say, it was very interesting scene, industrial techno scene. So I discovered all the electronic music and stuff like that at this moment. So yeah, it was very, very good moment for me at this period. And after, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 years, I mean, I stopped a little bit partying and I switched to DJing, this kind of stuff. So,
okay, so you found your music. Like, okay, let's go back.
Yeah.
Because maybe did you know you wanted, or you were like, how did your musical journey start from the beginning? Was it in electronic music at first?
It's because my family like to party and to celebrate everything. For example, the 20 years old, the 25 years old, the 30 years old, about my cousin, about everybody, you know. So every time, not every Saturday, but we were in a room, you know, with a DJ and just to party, to celebrate all together. And I think from this time I discovered more the music. I mean, all stuff about the music. And I wanted to do something like that. So,
and how old were you
but
then?
indirectly, you know, at the beginning I didn't wanted to do that. But I think after a weekend to discover new music, I wanted to do something like that.
How old were you then when you started to like get into electronic music?
Now I'm 28, so I think when I was like 15 years old, 15 years old, I started to play on my room alone, to play some tracks and this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, I am gonna like do everything to make this happen?
Yeah, I think around 20, 21 years old, you know, I got my driving license. I wanted to be free. So I remember I was with some friends to Croatia for a festival with my car, with my friends. And I discovered techno music. And when I discovered, techno music at 20 years old, when I come back to Paris, I say, okay, I want to do something like that. And I discover at this time the parties in Paris. I hang out with my friends, as I said, and everything started from this point. Yeah. But before it was more just to hang out, you know, with commercial music, with this kind of stuff, and yeah.
Did you always believe in yourself that you could make it and that this could be a potential work for you? Or was there times where you struggled to believe in yourself?
I think I didn't want it to make like a job, for example. Yeah. First of all, was more like a passion. More a passion. I like to travel as well. So I wanted to travel, to discover people, to hang out with people, and I wanted to spread my music around the world, but not like a job. Because during few years I had other job. I'm electrician in industry, so totally different.
Wow, okay.
And I stopped this job 2 weeks ago only. Yeah, it's so I got 2 jobs at the same time during few years, because I like also the other.
You worked full time?
Yeah.
That is hectic.
Yeah, it's for that the last year was very busy for me and a little bit too much. So I had to make a choice between like my normal life, you can say, and DJ life. And I said, okay, now I have a lot of experience with electricity. So if at one point, I don't know, in 20 years I want to come back in my other life, I can do it because I have experience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not new. So it's for that. I was thinking about it and I say, okay, now it's time to make a change.
All right. So you played it. Then you were feeling safe, economically safe the whole time. You didn't have to like
exactly.
make sacrifice.
I could make it like last year, you know. But I don't know. In my mind, I wanted to do more with my other job, electricity, and I say, okay, now it's too much because it's good because I have gig every weekend. So at one point you have to think about it, like what can you do? You can't work Monday to Friday and Saturday, Sunday traveling and coming back the Sunday.
Too much.
Yeah.
Did you feel burnout symptoms?
Yeah, a little bit. It's for that. I had to make a choice. Not quickly, but I had to think about it more and more and more, and then say, okay, now I have to stop.
I think about that a lot because I'm myself a person who needs to like absorb all my impressions that I get, and I can often feel overwhelmed. So like for me, being in a new city every day and like a new club and meeting new people, it feels so overwhelming just the thought of it.
Yeah, true. And you have to be 100% of your energy every time.
Yeah.
Even when you meet people, when you're in the scene, it's a lot of energy, you know. And beside all traveling, it's exhausting, as you said. So when you take the flight, when you take the train, I don't know. Sometimes it's delayed, sometimes it's cancelled.
Yeah,
the schedule of the flight, we don't talk about it. When you're DJing on social media, but a lot of people
only the highlights.
Yeah,
for sure. But like you got into techno then when you were 20 something.
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
But was it always the harder sounds that attracted you?
I discovered techno. Maybe like Joseph Capriati, Len Faki, this more calm techno. So for me, at this moment, it was techno, you know. And when I came back to Paris to discover more industrial parties, it was not that rough as today. It was, I don't know, like 140 BPM maximum. I remember Dax J is this kind of guy who was more younger and playing, like we can say, industrial techno, but it was not that fast. So yeah, for me, I grew up with this techno from the beginning to now, which is more faster. This more art techno, we can say.
Yeah. So how come you pushed the BPM up? Like how did that?
Yeah, I think when I started to produce, I was one of the guy who produced with the high BPM. I remember even my track Tchernobyl, this kind of track was very high at this moment. But now I'm like more normal guy with my BPM. So yeah, I think now people like to, more fast BPM. For me, after COVID, everything changed.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I can see with the crowd, like before and now. Before they like more industrial, more dark sound, but now they want something more groovy, more happy. They don't want something like feel more, not can say depressed, but more like dark. They don't like it. Yeah, for me, it's what I feel when I play. I feel like people want something more energetic, more groovy, more. To wake them up,
You think it's connected to that we were feeling down?
Yeah, for me, totally, yeah. Totally.
Interesting. Did your productions change around
a little
here?
bit, yeah, we can say, yeah. I keep my own style, but even me, if we compare my old production to now, it's a little bit more happy, a little bit more groovy, like, yeah.
Yeah. Because also a lot of people speak about that the BPM got pushed up a lot.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's also something that some people, like there's a division in the scene where some people are like against that it's so that like that the BPM is pushed up and they feel they're like, oh, it should be original techno, quote unquote. What's your view on this? Do you feel there's a division or what's your...
I don't think that there is division, but just like a new generation, if we can say that.
Yeah.
They come after COVID. They wanted to spread a new world of techno, a new genre of techno, and people like that. And for me, even the music generally, that every time it changes, every year, every 2 years it changes. So people after COVID, maybe they saw on social media, because during COVID you were at home, so at your house. So what you can do, only watch your phone, do some basic stuff. And I think they saw more videos of the new techno. And when they came out, when they hang out with their friends, I think they discover this kind of techno. And they wanted to dance with this kind of techno. So it's for that, it's more hype, if we can say that. But I don't think so there is division. There are people like to play that. I like to play this kind of techno. Maybe old persons they like to play more the basic techno. So I think there is techno for everybody. So yeah, for me, it's interesting to mix genre,
Yeah. So now we're going into 2024, the new year, and we can only look at like. Do you think that it's gonna be
the same way?
Yeah.
Difficult question. Because we never know. Maybe at one point one guy will release a track with a new genre of track and everybody will follow him. I don't know. So we never know. But I think in the future this kind of techno gonna stay because people like it. And a lot of producer and DJ like to play it. But more genre of techno will come out for me. And art techno will be more genre of music for me. Not only art techno. Art techno can be like more a little bit art style, a little bit hardcore, maybe more basic techno, groovy techno. For me, it's a mix of everything. And I think nowadays people like to discover not only techno, but techno with a mix with other music as well.
Yeah,
so
you can really
I know
see
some
that.
guys they play like dubstep techno as well. And people like it because it's like it's new, So people like something new, not only the same way. So,
All right.
So in the future it will be like that, but let's see.
Do you also try to find new ways all the time?
Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard because when I produce a lot of tracks. Now we can say I like more to to find the right tracks, to play a good set. This year was more like that, you know. Next year, let's see, because next year I will make a lot of collaboration. So it's first time for me as well, because I produce a lot of like solo tracks. So this time, next year, I'm starting to produce with the new generation, even some friends as well. So every month I will try to to post one track with someone. So yeah, gonna be nice. Yeah, a good project. Yeah.
So fun. So, but then, do you prefer being together with someone else in the studio?
It will be new for me. So let's see.
Oh,
I don't know. For me, it's a new
that-
experience. Yeah, is what I said.
And you already decided
produce,
you're gonna do once a month.
Exactly.
That's a
It's what I
commitment.
I talked with my agent. I want to do something next year, a little bit different, because I can release tracks, but I done that since 5-6 years, you know. So I want to do something different, like to quit my comfort zone, we can say that, you know, and why not to produce one track per month with someone and to mix our genre and so.
Okay, exciting.
Yeah,
So
gonna be nice.
fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow. Was there ever a moment where you felt like a shift happened, where you felt kind of that you made it? That you were like, something happened?
Something happened. Yeah, we can say after my track Tchernobyl. Because after this track, a lot of person comes to me to say, oh, what is this track? Even promoters at this moment wanted to bring me to events. So yeah, from this point was I think people knows me more.
Yeah.
Knew me more thanks to this track. And after that it still continue, but at this point like it was more
But does that, if you're producing a track that gets hyped, does that also bring you more DJ gigs, or how does that work?
After this track, you mean?
Yeah.
After this track I got more gigs. I got definitely more gigs, more comments, more views, you know. Even if I released Chernobyl I think 4 years ago, so it was not the same like now, you know. Now you can put a track in hype, and you can I don't know, next week you can be like, I don't know, you gain 10k followers, this kind of stuff. But before it was not like that. It was not like too much with social media. So people were a little bit more, promoter connected to the music and not about the followers. And it was a little bit harder, I think. For me, it was harder to be discovered because it was more about your music. If you were good with your music, about your production, people will discover you. And But nowadays, a little bit, for me, it changed. Nowadays, it's more about how you sell yourself on social media, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, what's your view on that?
For me, it's like, it's good because now it's more easier to spread your music, you know, with Spotify, with all these platforms, you can do it. And even about your gigs, about your videos, when you have a videographer review, you can have some videos and put it on your social media, and everybody can see that, you know. Even for the promoter, it's also good for them because they can see, okay, I didn't know this guy, now I know. But sometimes it can be dangerous because you can't, for me, you can say, oh, this guy is very good just with 5 videos on Instagram, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, it's more interesting to listen to a podcast than to see videos.
Yeah,
but
because you can
nowadays,
also
who listen to podcasts, you know, like, not everybody. So,
yeah, it was more during COVID. But you can always also tweak the videos. Like maybe there was just one track you played and people got hyped, and after that one they were like, oh, and sad and left.
Yeah,
you know, and then if you post that, it's gonna look like, oh.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Or maybe you need to post your tracks, only your tracks, and maybe one day if this track is bomb, okay. It's like a different way.
Yeah,
different
for
way,
sure.
Different way, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because I know we had Hadon here couple of a month ago maybe or something, who said that he believed it was much harder for DJs today to reach out. So it's an interesting viewpoint. Maybe you agree with each other because it's different viewpoints around the same kind of topic, but it's interesting to also see this view as, you know, you think it may be easier to reach out.
Yeah, it's easier to reach out, but for me it's harder to stay. Yeah, for me this is the difference.
Yeah.
Because you can make as you said, a good track, and during 6 months you have a lot of gigs. But if you don't put again a new track or this kind of stuff, you can be lost,
Yeah.
Because a lot of person are around you, a lot of person are with this market, a lot of DJ is waiting. So
Exactly.
It's easier to produce, but it's harder to stay in a hype.
It's interesting though, because the rates, now I'm getting into maybe sensitive grounds. Let's see if this is gonna be kept or not. But so the rates for DJs, they go up and up and up. Like you earn more and more and more. At the same time, there's always, if you don't want this one, there's another one waiting. So it doesn't make sense.
You mean, for example,
there are so many DJs and musically talented people, and a lot of people are like eager to get out there. So like normally when the supply and demand is like, there's a lot of supply and less demand, you can like push the prices down. And now it's like a lot of supply. I guess the demand is also going up as all the festivals.
Yeah, because now with all the festivals, more DJ can play. For example, if I can compare before and now, it's more easy to play in a big event like before. I remember before when maybe 5-6 years ago, when I produced like Tchernobyl as well, I couldn't play in Verknip, I couldn't play in Rotterdam Rave. It was only the same lineup, the big names. So it was harder before to play in big event. But now, because more DJ are playing, more producers, more parties as well, more listeners. So I think it's a little bit more easy to play in big events.
Yeah, that's it. And then you can get them cash.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a little game for us to play.
It's either this or it's that. This is this or that.
Okay.
All right. Mate, like club mate, or whatever comes your way along the night.
Whatever you come the night? What do you mean
that means like whatever someone is handing you.
Prefer the second one. It's more spontaneous. More spontaneous. So for me, it's more like.
You have any no-go when it comes to drinks?
No-go. You mean like something I don't like?
Yeah, that you are like, wouldn't.
Yeah. I think I don't like Jägermeister.
No. No, me neither. No.
Because everybody put Red Bull on it to be okay. It's okay because you put sugar, so it's okay.
Yeah, I used to drink it when I was like 16. Yeah. And I think it was good then. I think that I could still drink
or maybe
it.
You drink too much. No, you can't do it.
No, I think I could drink that still, but it sounds disgusting. But I'm thinking about it now. It like sounds delicious somehow.
I prefer vodka. Vodka or whiskey is good.
Whiskey.
Whiskey is good, yeah.
Yeah, I
more
love
cocktail, You can do more cocktail.
I like that too. Okay, reality shows or documentaries?
Documentaries.
Documentaries?
Yeah, because I like to learn. So I'm interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting to see
Nice. Lose sleep or skip a meal?
I think lose sleep.
Yeah, you can still work without so much sleep.
Yeah.
You proved that last year.
Yeah, exactly. So I prove it, and every time when I come back at home, for example, the Sunday, I sleep, for example, 3-4 hours, and I prefer to catch a flight during the morning to come back to my house to do something the Sunday.
Oh, very
Because
productive.
for me, it's like if I go to my house, I don't know, Sunday evening, it's like I lose one day.
Yeah.
So, but it's me, so I can do it, but not everybody,
Yeah. All right, you are eager to work the wheel forward.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert, yeah, because I like to hang out. I like to talk with people. I
figured when you were like, it feels like you are like you can be around people a lot.
Yeah, of course, I like it. Yeah.
Great. Strict door policy or open to all?
Difficult. I can say both.
Both?
Because I mean, for something I'm strict, but something I like to be open as well. So it's we can say both for this question. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. Big festival crowd or intimate cellar gig?
Intimate.
Yeah.
I got more feeling with small crowd, like 300 people, like in a festival. I think festival is good for the videos, this kind of stuff, but you're far away from the crowd, and you mix only 1 hour usually. So just like an industry, you play 1 hour, okay, goodbye, and something else. But when you play, like for example tonight, 3 hours, you can stay after that, or you can talk with people after your set. It's more interesting. And in a club, you play longer, so you can put whatever you want.
For sure.
The track, so more interesting for me.
Yeah. This is not a question. It is now. What is your favorite city to play in?
I think I discover, South America. It's not a city, but a continent, South America. And every time when I play there, it's like I have good connection with people there.
I hear this a lot.
It's insane because I think for them it's new, the techno. So whatever you play, people is like they discover, so they enjoy with you, you have the same feeling when you play a new track. They got you directly because it's not. It's new for them, so they want to discover techno. So every time when I go there, it's good experience.
Great, yeah. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah. Netflix for the series, it's easy. So
Yeah, you like films and such, so makes sense. They're good documentaries there too.
Yeah,
but also
as well.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I think
YouTube
they're
as well.
Great documentaries.
But I don't know. In my mind, YouTube is for music, but I think you can find everything as well.
There are so many interesting things on YouTube,
Yeah,
but you need to be on YouTube to get the recommendations.
Yeah.
So unless you are on there, it's not gonna be fun because you're like, it only
what I'm
recommends music for you. But for me, it's like this super, like one of the tribes that are still like without phones and without any electricity or water supply or anything, and I can see this film. There are so many crazy things on YouTube.
Okay, I need to see because as I said, every time I'm on Netflix and you have no recommendation, but on YouTube I don't know. I need to. Maybe you need to put more time on YouTube and you have more recommendations.
That's it.
So,
the algorithm. Do the job.
Exactly.
All right, last one.
Yeah.
Skip the line or wait patiently?
Wait patiently.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because wait patiently. It's like...
I'm the same.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah. But because I feel bad.
Yeah.
If you are skipping...
you're a bit about the... about the people, right?
Guest list I love. I hate lines. But if I have to stand in line, I'm not gonna go in front of someone.
Okay.
Because, I hate when people do it to me.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, for me, I prefer to, there are some rules you have to respect.
There are some rules, exactly. That's how I feel. Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Good. Thank you. It was good.
It was so fun. I love it.
This was it for Playful Podcast this week, but please follow, subscribe, and listen to our next episode. And if you want to have a say about future artists or even ask your own question to one of our guests, follow us on Instagram and make sure to add your question when we lift our coming guests. Thank you so much for joining and see you next week.